Hey everyone, today we're going to take a look at the SH FigureArts Your... Son of a... Well, that just happened. I was really looking forward to this figure, and having it show up broken fucking sucks, dude. But I'm still going to give this figure a fair review, because that's what it deserves. So, let's get into it. Oh god. Painting and sculpting on the figure is really freaking good, actually. I mean, yeah, it's super simple and there's not... Let's switch to the head sculpt before I go ape shit. It's really well done here. This is almost Figma levels of quality for the head sculpt, and this is Bandai too. They're not really known for their anime figure head designs, especially not back then, Jesus Christ. But they have gotten way better as time has gone on, and thankfully this figure's no exception. Her earrings and the roses on the headband are done amazingly as well, and the paint is also really clean. And that goes for the little necklace thing she has on too. And the sculpting doesn't stop there, they even sculpted in the roses on the inside of her dress. And even her stockings are separately sculpted in from the legs, which to some of you might be a bit of a downside because no thigh bulge. One thing that's kind of a downside for me personally are the accessories she comes with. I'll start off with the face sculpts because they illustrate just how I feel when I got this figure. This shocked face was me when I first noticed it on the store shelf. This happy face was me when I was in my car ready to play with the figure. And this sad face was me when I got home and realized the arm was broken. And this angry face is me ready to kill the motherfucker who sold it to me! But before we get to killing, let's talk about the hands. We got these spread open hands, these anime girl running hands, I refuse to call them fists, and grabby hands too. One thing I really like about all the hands is that they individually sculpted and painted the fingernails on them. That's really good attention to detail and I appreciate it. But I'm not a real big fan of these fists, if you want to call them that. Makes it look like Yor doesn't know how to throw a punch, which isn't true. If you watch the show, you know this bitch can kill you with her bare hands.
What is that?
And instead of looking like the capable assassin we know she is, she just looks like this. Thankfully, if you bring back the grabby hand, she can hold her weapon, whatever the hell it is, pretty damn well. This thing is painted sculpted pretty damn nicely. I like the shade of gold they use. But this thing is pretty damn small, like my dick. So try not to lose it. And despite being pretty damn small, this thing is really sharp, so yeah, be careful with it. I'm sure I don't need to give you guys a tutorial how to plug in the weapon, but just in case, you just slide it in from the bottom and there you go. Be careful with it though. If you do this too fast and too often, you risk rubbing the paint off. That's not just me tucking out of my ass either. That's from the box as well. That's really all there is to say about her weapon. It looks like a banana, I guess. The amount of accessories here are really lackluster. I mean, none of them are bad per se, but I just wish we got a little bit more. Especially at the cost of this figure, fucking hell. Might as well move on to the posability, which is pretty good in some areas, but pretty mid in others. Ball joint at the head and the base of the neck, which allows for really good movement. Her arm can do a full 360, can move out pretty far, and I'm not 100% sure, but I think this part is ball jointed. She's got a very deep elbow bend. Her hands can move up and down, and if you rotate the peg, you can get some side to side as well. She has a ball-jointed chest that is starting to come apart at the seams where her arm used to be. Ball-jointed crotch that isn't splitting yet. Ball-jointed legs, bend at the knee, up and down at the ankle, and a toe bend that feels a little redundant if I'm honest. And sadly, there's almost no pivot to speak of, but you do get an ankle swivel. Posability here is good, but it leaves me wanting in some areas. The arm in particular feel a little disappointing to me, and also I wish they added one more joint in her stomach so she can ab crunch. Well, size comparison. Figma Homura Akemi, Figma Kaguya Shinomiya, and I don't have anyone else in the family, so here's Figma Madoka Kaname, who kinda looks like Anya. Overall, this figure isn't bad, but it just kinda let me down personally, and that does have a lot to do with the broken arm. And this marks the second time I've been fucked by GameStop. But if you really want this figure and you get one that isn't broken, yeah, I'd recommend it to you if you're a fan of the show. But that's about all I have to say. Thank you all for watching. Please hit that red button, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, everyone.